How'd you manage that?
It's a long story.
Right.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder, and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well...
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canberra is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from Stonehere.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stonehere, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset.
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, all right? Not my best work, but it'll do. No scratches, right? Yeah, that should do you.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are. I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Something to...
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen her.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. And you clap, jokes.
I'm sorry. Indeed, you miss Sid as much as the rest. You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, can't you?
Not nearly as much as...
Aye.
Your kindness is appreciated.
Only because he doesn't...
Where to, then? All right, Torgal. I'm going to need a little bit more than... Do you have a better hint? Why don't we try the rookery? To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still...
There's something about it. I feel like it's...
Vivian, and I'll be...
Thank you, bud.
Please.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye? Seen enough?
One right and a clandestine one a tale which could or
How is it that
why they learn
which would explain why Vivian's copy was snapped
by the hand of the executive?
But what drives them?
Fine question. Sadly, you may just
In my hunt was what was Vivian
not from rumors of the executive, but rather well, alas, but if you were
very well. I'll be sure to pay. It's still here. A lot smaller than and you're a lot bigger. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat. All right. I know where we're going. People always talk about it, but without it, and we certainly couldn't. Come on, Torgal. Ready, go?
Yeah!
This might take a while. The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in? This is a Royal Army logbook. His interests were certainly varied. This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you from a distance.
Subtle, I know.
Then we need not waste. Hand me the... Leave it in our...
Your care.
That is... But by what?
Then I'll have to I won't let...
Then we find... Very well.
Let's see, shall we?
Over here!
Impressive. But
what?
It tells, would you say?
I don't...
You don't. Your source, let me up. There is no correct that a series of events took place. It is a question if enough people believe.
So you're trying to control the...
We are trying to protect from knowledge. That is all. You may keep the book. The world is small until then.
Wait! Damn. Let's get this back to Vivian. Vivian, I found it.
Even though I asked this of you, I fear the executive.
I met with and I convinced him. He told me something, that the truth is just a matter of... and that if enough people believe...
It does, but it also means that the truth, provided that the... How's the...
You said that...
She was a gallows stood, and by shunning society. She told... And that...
Do you still...
Honestly, perhaps the... But the more I... So if you'll permit me, I'd like to remember, Clive. Give the men and...
I'll try, Vivian.
What is it, Clive? You can always... Somewhere. I know. Thank you. And so for now... Right. As usual.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I have quite the find for you today. You wish to study the tomes?
Not here. Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bunch. Oarsman.
You did?
I think... You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you?
Oh.
It's no trouble. Your Highness.
No.
Our lawsman has something...
Master Harp, no. I dare not show not after everything I have done. I have taken all because I have sworn but were... I must, very well.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tale, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, no.
What's this?
A Stolas quill, or more precisely, it is said that so consider this, that one day...
Well, thank you.